Hello everybody, this is Mr. Everything, and we're going to talk a little bit about Robotech RPG Tactics. Okay, Robotech RPG Tactics is our miniature game, I mean not our miniature game, it's going to be my miniature game, that's coming out soon, right? Okay, now this is kind of a update on my Mr. Everything Talks About Robotech Tactics videos. You haven't seen one in a month or so, or maybe 2 months. I don't even know how long it's been since I've posted a video. But basically, I have my terrain up to a point where I'm happy with it. I'm happy with my terrain. I've got buildings, I've got trees, I've got all manner of goodness on the battlefield, right? So now all I need is the actual combat models. I need the Destroids, I need the Veritechs, I need the Battle Pods, I need the whatever else, right? So I need the miniatures. So I've been waiting, right? And I expected them, now this is the real point of this video right here. I was expecting them to come out in November or December. I was expecting them by Christmas, to be honest. Okay, let me give you a little history. I pledged a long time ago that I was going to get this stuff, right? And I gave them a credit card number. Put it on the thing. Blah, 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 blah. That's my credit card. Great. So when you build a credit card, then they'll ship the equipment, right? Okay. I wasn't expecting it to be billed till probably August, October time frame, right? Okay. It's all good. Then I closed that account. Not realizing what I was doing. I closed that account, opened a different account. That credit card's no longer valid. It came over to charging that credit card. It obviously didn't go through. What I'm upset about is I didn't get a message, didn't get an email, didn't get any kind of notification that it didn't go through. Okay, so I'm sitting around here, August, thinking, yeah, okay, cool, we're all good, you know, ignoring it, not even worry about it. I was just thinking December, Robotech, December, Robotech. Okay, so it came around to November, right? And I'm thinking, oh, November, yeah, it's supposed to be coming out soon. I'm gonna check on it, just see what's going on, you know, see what's happening, you know, right? And so I go on to the backer site and I see that I haven't paid yet. And I'm like, what? I haven't paid? Why? And I check to see what I was going to say, okay, what the hell, you know? Let me check my bank account. And then I realized, what the heck? I changed my card. Okay, so I went, okay, no problem. Let me put my new card number in there. Boom. And they said, okay, we go ahead and bill it now. Pow, they billed it, right? Because it was actually late, right? It was like a month or two late. So a month, something late. And I was like, okay, so it might not be out in December because, you know, I'm a late back, I paid late. I would expect to be the last one shipped, you know, because I'm ate up. So no problem. So I'm like, okay, no problem. It's my fault, whatever. So it comes around to December. And then it comes around to January, and I'm like, what the hell's going on? You know, where's my stuff? I would have expected it by now. So I go on to that site, and it says, you know, your stuff will be shipped as soon as possible, or your stuff will be shipped when it becomes available, or something. I don't remember exactly what the wording was. And I was like, but that's what you told me, like, in October. You know, so what the heck? You know, the message didn't change. And there's no way for you to click to see status of your order, or there's nothing to click on to see shipping, tracking information, or nothing. So I'm like, what the hell? And so after like a couple of weeks of checking that and seeing that there's no way to check it, basically, I was like, man, where else can I check this thing? So I go on to the Kickstarter site. Duh. I should have went to the Kickstarter site first, but okay, I don't know. Man, I'm just ate up 100%, right? So I go to the Kickstarter site, and I see that they're putting posts on there of why it was delayed. It says, it's delayed, sorry, because we've got these cool models that we haven't finished yet, and, you know, they're still there. We just sent them to production, so they're going to be put on sprues soon, and then we'll send them out to you. Or we'll you know, it's just one step towards completion, basically. It doesn't say that's the last step. It just says that it's just another step, right? So I'm like, oh my gosh, man. They'll do this, and then they'll tell me they have to do another sprue, and then they'll tell me they have to do another sprue, and then when are they ever going to do it? You know, so So I was getting a little peeved, but on the other hand, I am glad that they told me that there was a delay. Okay, at least now I know that there's a delay. So if you're watching this video and you are also waiting for your Robotech miniatures, you wonder where they were, there's a delay. There's a delay. You're not getting them until they get finished. And I put a comment back on there, and you might, if you go back and read them, you might see my comment. But I say something like, "It's okay. Take your time." It's kind of sarcastically, but it's true. I mean, take your time, because I don't want to get these models unless they're really good. So take your time, make them good, then ship them out to me. And that was really true too, because I don't want to get this crappy model and say, "Man, I can't believe they did what? I paid money for this." So I want them to be good, and I'm willing to wait a little bit longer. Okay, I'm June maybe. After that I might start requesting my money back, and then I'll just buy it when it comes out on the market. But because they did promise December, it was actually a promise. It wasn't a expectation, a date. It said will ship in December. So to me that was a little upsetting, but I don't mind. I don't mind. I do mind, I guess, a little. That's why I'm making this video. I'm letting you know, because you might be upset or wondering. So, okay. So until I get the models, I'm not making any more videos. I might throw in another video, but I'm not making any more terrain or doing anything with anything Robotech right now. I'm basically just sitting on my laurels waiting for the stuff. But as soon as I get those models in, you're going to see a video a day probably of me painting a certain model, or models, plural. I'm going to be assembling them. I'm going to be priming them. I'm going to be painting them. I'm going to be applying the decals I bought. There's going to be tons and tons of modeling of the game. I'll even demonstrate the rules. I'll do I'll do a deep dive on some tactics that I've devised or some of my friends have devised. And then what we'll do is we'll share. We're going to do a lot of sharing on our channel here, but we got to wait for that game. We got to get the game in before I can do all that. Okay, so when that game comes in, that's what you should expect. Okay, final note. This is kind of exciting for the life of Mr. Everything. And it's exciting for the world of Robotech in Clarksville. Okay, yeah, I've got some friends that are interested in playing. I've got another guy in town that's got. He's getting it also, so we're gonna have quite a bit of armies, quite a bit of forces and stuff. But I went out and bought a bunch of the Robotech role-playing game, and I was gonna run some role-playing adventures and use this game set rules to actually conduct the battles and stuff like that. Well, I don't really have a place to do it. My studio here that you can't see, but my studio here is trashed. Okay, it's really there's boxes and tubs and junk everywhere, and there's no real room to game. I'm sitting at the table right now, and it's what I have up in my workshop is a 4x6 table, but I've got it covered with everything that I'm working on. I've got it like paint and Robotech videos. Okay, but I've got all kinds of stuff up there on this table, and we can't game up here now. And not only that, you can't sit around this table. I got this one spot. There might be a couple of spots right here, and then that's it. There's no place to sit. It's cramped up here. Okay, so don't want to jinx it, but maybe at the end of February and March, I might be in a different location. And if I'm in a different location, I'm going to have a large gaming room. And in that gaming room, there will not be all these tubs and models and everything. That will all be in the garage. And then I will have a big table to sit people around or game around. And I will have a place for everything in its place, a place for everything. So, Mr. Everything, that is. No, seriously, that's what we're hoping for. I'm not going to say it's going to go through. We had a home inspection last week, and it revealed some things that were alarming, and we presented that to the the owner, to have fixed, and it might or might not get fixed, and in that case, we might or might not move in. So keeping our fingers crossed, you know, that this is going to be going through. And if it does, we're supposed to close at the end of February. And if we do, then that will be very exciting time for Mr. Everything. It'll probably be a month or so till probably not. We'll probably get it all done in a weekend, but it will be a while before I get everything back up and running. I will be moving in, unpacking, finding places to put stuff, fixing things if we don't get it fixed, things like that. So don't expect anything from Mr. Everything till probably March. What I probably will do, though, I lie. I'll probably do a video showing the new workspace or the new gaming area, you know, my new man cave, as it would. Okay, and then when that happens, that'll be an exciting day. When I'm able to have the key in my hand and I'm walking through the home, letting you all kind of see the house before we start unpacking, that will be an exciting day. Okay, so keep your fingers crossed for me, pray for me, and maybe this will happen. And then, you know what? Videos will be a lot better. Gaming will be a lot better. Life will be a lot better. All right. Thanks for checking out this video, and I'll see you on the table.